please subscribe my channel. 2 days before Christmas, the house smelled like fresh pine trees and warm cinnamon. Our 4-year-old son pulled ornaments across the floor while humming a little tune to himself. I thought we were all tired from daily life, but still okay, worn out, yet holding together. Then my wife said she needed some fresh air. Those words seemed normal at first, until they weren't. That night, the truth came out, not with big drama, but with a clear end. She admitted she had been seeing another man. She wasn't confused or doubtful, she was sure about it. I remember the clock on the wall ticking very loudly, like it was counting the second when my world broke into before and after. I asked what this meant for our child. She didn't reply. By morning, she had left. No argument, no goodbye kiss for our son, no look back. The Christmas lights kept blinking in an empty living room, but they felt pointless. With one quiet departure, she wiped away the future I thought we were creating together and left me with questions I couldn't deal with yet. The weeks after were just about getting through each day, not really living. I discovered how noisy quiet can feel when you read bedtime stories to a puzzled little boy who keeps asking where mommy went. Friends tried to support us, but support can't replace someone who's gone. Christmas dragged by slowly. Then New Year's came, followed by birthdays with empty spots in the pictures. I went to work in the daytime and figured out how to be both mom and dad at night. There wasn't room for anger. Anger takes energy, and all of mine went toward keeping things steady. I didn't go after her. I didn't plead for answers. I stuck to daily routines because routines make kids feel safe. As time went on, the shock turned into something I could use: determination. I stopped hoping for her to explain everything and began creating a smaller, but tougher, life for us. Every morning, I reminded myself of one goal. My son would grow up knowing reliability, even if it came from just one parent. The years went by quietly, counted in school drop-offs, bandaged scraped knees, and bedtime questions that got deeper as he grew older. I put together a new life that didn't rely on someone who had decided to leave. My son learned that real love shows up even on ordinary days. I learned that getting better doesn't make a big announcement. It sneaks in while you're busy handling what has to be done. There were nights when feeling alone weighed heavily, but I wouldn't let bitterness grow inside me. I never gave my child grown-up explanations he wasn't ready for. I just let time handle things. By the time 5 years had passed, our home felt complete again. Not because nothing was gone, but because what we had left was strong and reliable. I stopped picturing her coming back. People who leave that decisively seldom turn around. Or at least that's what I believed. 8 years after she left, she appeared at our door again. No warning, no phone call, just a knock on a calm afternoon. She looked older, slimmer, almost like a stranger. For a second, I didn't know who she was, not because her appearance had changed so much, but because I had changed even more. She spoke gently, like she was handling something breakable. She said she wanted to see him, wanted to talk, wanted to find some peace about the past. I noticed how many things she wanted now, after years had taken away her confidence. I let her come inside, not because I had forgiven her yet, but because I could stay calm. My son wasn't home from school. She glanced around the house as if looking for signs that everything had fallen apart without her. Instead, she saw neatness, comfort, and a home that had kept going just fine. She started explaining without me asking any questions. Things with the other man hadn't lasted. He had left her. Life turned out tougher than she planned. She said she had thought about us a lot. I listened without cutting in or trying to make her feel better. Then she asked the question she had probably practiced many times. Did our son still remember her? I told her the truth. He remembered a lady from old pictures, not someone who had been there every day. That answer hit her hard. She cried and said sorry for walking away, for vanishing, for putting her own needs first. I accepted her apology, but I didn't offer to start over. Sorry words can ease the person saying them, but they don't fix the hurt left behind. She talked about second opportunities, about forgiving, about being a family again. I waited until she was done, then shared something straightforward. Being a parent isn't about coming back when things get easier for you. It's about staying when things are hard. When my son got home, she watched from across the room as he set down his backpack and started telling me about his day. She hoped for instant warmth. What she got was polite distance. He didn't rush to hug her or turn away. He just watched carefully. Kids raised with steady love learn to be careful on their own. She asked if she could give him a hug. I said she should ask him directly. He paused, then led her for a short, stiff moment. That short hug told her more than any words could. She wasn't stepping back into her old place. She was asking for a new one. Later, she wondered if she could visit again sometime. I explained that any role in his life would grow slowly, thoughtfully, and only if it truly helped our son, not just eased her regret. The decisions weren't hers to make anymore. That had changed long ago. In the weeks after, she tried to stay connected with texts, offers to help, and gentle promises. I didn't push her away, but I didn't hurry to trust either. Trust doesn't come back from feeling sorry. It comes from showing up reliably over a long time. My son observed quietly, learning that love doesn't run after people who walk away. It opens up for people who choose to stay. Friends wanted to know how I was handling it. I told them honestly. I felt calm and sure. The person I had become didn't need approval from the woman who once left. I had already handled the toughest parts by myself. Whether she became part of our lives again would depend on her patience, humility, and respect for limits she had ignored before. She returned thinking forgiveness would feel like everything going back to normal. Instead, she found a real life, organized, peaceful, and no longer built around her. 8 years earlier, she had left believing the world would adjust to her decisions. It didn't. It moved forward without her. The start of this story was someone walking away with full confidence. The end was that same person facing the results of her choice. I didn't try to hurt her back. I didn't want payback. I simply guarded what I had created. My son grew up understanding that love means being there, not just making promises. And I discovered that sometimes the most powerful way to answer betrayal isn't with rage. It's by creating a life so full and strong that when the past knocks, there's simply no empty space left for it to slip into.